Howdy folks, it's Alter here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and welcome to Block Island. Why are we on Block Island? Which by the way is just off of Long Island, New York. We're here because I'm finally doing a subscriber request. I've had a few subscriber requests now that I've been sitting on for so many months that I hope that the people I'm flying for are still watching the channel. It's been that long. I used to do subscriber requests all the time. But with all the bush trips, and then Formula 1, and then more bush trips, and then my open heart surgery and recovery, and then more Formula 1, and then more bush trips, I just haven't had time to sneak in any subscriber requests. But we're going to have two back-to-back, one today and then another in a few days. So the one in a few days is going to be South Africa. There's a national park there that somebody requested I fly to, and we're going to do that in a couple days. So look forward to that. But today, it's all about Block Island over to Cape Cod. That's the request. Start at Block Island and go to Cape Cod. So we're gonna do that. But we're gonna go over Martha's Vineyard along the way, and then we'll circle Cape Cod and land at Nantucket. That's my plan. It is sunrise, by the way. The simulator, I did real time and real weather, and it says it's 2 a.m. right now for me, which is not true. So I'm like, fine, let's just make it sunrise. So anyway, here's Block Island, which just in itself, we could sit and stare at this for the whole flight, the whole video. It's beautiful. And the drone is going crooked. Oh, it's a bug where the drone starts to go crooked, and then they fixed it, and then they broke it again. So anyway, you're wondering, oh, look at that VOR. Cool. You may be wondering, what are we flying? Well, we're flying the TBN 930. Why are we flying a turboprop for a VFR flight? Well, just in case it's a longer flight than I think, I can go pretty fast to get to Nantucket. Just because I think it's going to be a decent mid-size length video. I don't want to have to cut down 2 or 3 hours for you. I don't want to have to cut down anything at all. But you never know. If I do, I don't want to cut down too much. So there you go. I haven't flown this thing in so long. I haven't flown it since the last time I've flown it. So let's see what we can do. I do have my checklist. We are back to regular flights now. Oh yeah, it does the weird thing in the middle here. Whatever. Confirm rudders work. They do. Very good. Fuel and passengers. I'm like, my presets better not have broken. I don't have time to reset them. Alrighty. Pilot, that's me. 217 when I weighed myself for physical therapy for my heart. Let's bring my sister today. My sister's never been with us. Gosh, what is she? Soaking wet, she's probably 130. I don't know. The weight thing is funny. It doesn't matter though. Like if you fly in small planes, you will be weight. Baggage, like divorce? No, baggage. I don't know. Let's just bring some snacks. Whoa, not 100 pounds of snacks. Alrighty, there we go. What is next? Crash lever up. Oh, I remember this plane. It's this plane. Source battery. It already. Okay, it was down now. It's battery. Okay. Generator main. I guess that's up 1, isn't it? Panel lights on. Oh. Okay, it's either all or nothing. Oh, that's terrible. Ish. Whatever. Cabinet access lights on. I can't tell. No, that was already on. Dimmer. That's to force the cabin lights to be dim, so your eyes are adjusted if you crash. I'll talk about it later if I remember. All right, start the MFD. Really? Before we even... It already started. I don't have to start anything. Okay. Let's see. Landing gear light test. Lights already... Okay, never mind. Oh, there we go. Okay. Things are going crazy here. Landing gear light just did that. Check fuel quantity on the main flight display. We probably have to split it for that. And I don't want to split it, so we're not going to see it. Let's go to the... Oh, no, not M. No, multifunction flight display. This is the primary. Press right mouse off key to continue. There we go. There's your fuel level, right? Where's fuel level? Right here. Halfway, that's more than enough. If it's not, I can fill it up in the sky with my magic keys. All right, strobe lights on. They should be up here. There they are. Which is on, which is off? Okay, I think that's on. I think it's on. We can just come out here. You see strobes flashing? I don't see these strobes flashing. How about now? I still don't see anything flashing. Okay, well let's just go like, I don't know, I can't see anything. It's so difficult to see the position. Yoke conditioner's full, that's for me. Ignition to auto, that's over here somewhere, isn't it? Ignition, auto, already is. Okay. Auxiliary pump on. There we go. Yes, Roni. Starter on. Starter on, where are you? Right there, it's so hard to see. And it should turn off on its own. And why aren't you doing anything? There we go. That's all it takes to start this thing. Alright, come down here, make sure everything is stabilizing. We'll say it is. Feather throttle twice. Oh yeah, because of this weird thing. I go 1, 2 to do something. It says that literally in the checklist, so I do it. Alright, boost pump to auto. If I can see the dang thing. Auto's all the way up. Fuel selector, confirm it's on auto, and it looks like it is from here. Fuel selector test. You do that by changing tanks, and you make sure that everything's still running, and it sure sounds like it to me. There you go. Alright. Oh yeah, AP trims. If I want to use autopilot, you have to have this on. I used to forget that every time. Bleed auto under primary flight display. Bleed to auto. All the way up. There we go. And what is next? Confirm generator is on main, which it should already be on main. It says generator. Main is right in the middle, right? I don't want to touch it. It should be in the middle. We already put it there. AC, tips, and fans left of primary flight display. If you want to mess around with that and get deeply immersed, you can. Alrighty, what is next? Oxygen on above the starters. Oh, we're probably going to want that. Actually, we're not going to go that high, but we'll have it on anyway. Pitot heat and de-icing as needed. We will do pitot heat. OAT is below freezing. No, it's above freezing. Alright, fine, we'll let it be then. We might want some of that on later. I mean, I have real world weather turned on, but I don't see cloud in the sky. Alrighty, turn on the wind on the primary flight display. No wind data is already on. Flight plan and radios. Flight plan, very simple. Let me get this full screen if I can remember how to do it. Split, not you. Oh, they updated this airplane. Ah, okay. I was going to say, some things feel different. Yeah, they updated some stuff. I think this is touchscreen. No, it isn't. Okay, fine. Range is this one? Yep. So all we're going to do is take off Block Island. So here's Long Island. There's New York City. We have flown to Block Island before, by the way. Long time ago. So we're going to take off this way, go over Martha's Vineyard, come up here, circle around over Cape Cod, and back to Nantucket. I was thinking of going this way and doing a loop-de-loop maybe. We'll see. But then I want to... we want to see... Well, we won't see Boston. We might see Boston. If we go this way, we have a chance of seeing Boston from the air. Then we'll come back to that. That's my plan. I'm hoping to edit out as little as possible, but I might have to edit some stuff out. We'll see. Can I declutter that thing? I'll just declutter by zooming out one. There you go. I mean, again, Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod, and Nantucket. Very expensive places to vacation. Too rich for me. What's auto select? That must be the fuel thing. I don't know. I did something auto select earlier. Alrighty, that's our flight plan. Do we have an ATIS? I would imagine we do. We do. Let's listen to it.
Kilo Bravo India Delta, automated weather observation 110 Zulu. Wind 034 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 2C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3052. Kilo Bravo India Delta.
Okay, it doesn't tell us who we have. That's fine. It's untowered anyway. So, I hit B on the barometer. B for barometer is set that 3052. Do not need to worry about gyro drift in this. It's a glass cockpit. We could just do taxi and that'll tell us a runway to use, but it said from Niner. So that means weather is from 90 degrees. So what runway options do we have? What is closest to Niner? So we take away the 0, right? 90 degrees. So 10 100 degrees, be out runway 1, or runway 10. We're going to announce our taxi now, and we're going to depart to the east.
Kilo Bravo India Delta Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taking off runway 10 departure to the east.
Alrighty, my notes say to set up autopilot, but we're not doing IFR flight, so if we need autopilot, it'll just be heading bug. And altitude, which will just hit altitude instantly for wherever we're at, and then we'll just hit heading bug to wherever we're at. Just hit that, boom, hit altitude, boom, turn on autopilot. Only if we need it. Nav source doesn't matter. Speed bugs all on. Does this have speed bugs in it? Oh, it does. All on for takeoff. There we go. This is the same as the Cessna citation longitude. Almost the same. Pretty darn close. Which means we should have utilities and timers somewhere. There we go. All right. What else do we need to do? That should be it. Oh, we need flaps down. I don't know where the flap lever is. It's right here. We got 2 or 3. 2 flaps. Okay, so 1 down. We already did the call out. We don't need inertia separator. We'll do taxi lights. Pulse light. So I think these are all on already. So all we need to do is taxi light. I think it does a rest on for us. That's kind of weird. Whatever. Props forward. They are now. Flaps down. Already did begin taxi. Here we go. We wanted what runway? 10? Which is right there. So we're going to... Oh, easy. Just don't hit anybody. That's impossible. So, whoops, wrong. Camera. Okay, just ignore this, what's about to happen. And we're back. Just like that. Alright, a hasty taxi because we want to get going. We want to enjoy all the ground operations as well and starting up and everything, but we also want to have our excursion out to Cape Cod. And I guess we could have taken a water plane like the Grumman by Big Radials, which I recommend you go buy. I have videos of it on the channel. And we could land and fish or something, but I did not select that airplane. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to stop right about here, like this. And we got to set up a few things before we go. What are we going to do here? Enter runway dimmer switch. That way, if we crash, the lights behind us are dim, so people's lights are adjusted. Landing lights on. Yes, they are. Nav lights on. They already are, apparently. Confirm flaps. Yep. Start timer, which we can do with this button right here, and the timer should go up right there. Boom. 3 seconds, it says. Parking brake, I know. Parking brake is off. And let's get rolling. The Block Island. I can't remember why we've flown here. I don't know if it was in this simulator or X-Plane, but we have flown Block Island before. Again, I don't know why, but we have. I don't think it was in this simulator because this looks way nicer than I remember. Anywho, let's try to stay in the middle. Why are my rudders fighting me? I mean, we're going to have a little bit of crosswind from the left. Now I feel the crosswind from the left because it's from 90 degrees. Jeez, brake south wheels, gear coming up. And flaps coming up. And we're going to rely heavily on our GPS to get us where we want to go. Actually, we will end up using autopilot with the heading bug. Ooh, what was that? 6. Preset 6. I do have to look out that window. And the reason we will is because we're going to want to have some sightseeing outside. And it is windier than the Dickens, man. Well, this is a great view to take off from without replay. Yes, I know there's replay in dev mode. I'm not going to start doing it. Alright, what do we want to do here after takeoff? Everything. Cruise dimmer switch can come off. And we're not quite at cruise, but we can turn the dimmer switch off. And de-ice is needed. I think we're good on the de-icing. Landing lights off at 10K. We're not going to get that high. And just monitor things. Alrighty, there you go. That's it. So now we just fly around and look at stuff. But actually, if we want to get Martha's Vineyard, what's that? ITT. I'm going too hard and too fast. That's what she said. Bring that back a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, what do we want to do? I kind of want to set up autopilot, to be honest, so that we can check some things out. Let's get more in line with Martha's Vineyard. So let's look out over the ocean while we're here. You can start to see Cape Cod wrapping around already. Alrighty, let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's come up here. Oh, come on. This one, this one. There we go. Now I can see everything. Okay. My presets are slightly different than other aircraft. I try to keep my presets the same among different aircraft, but when you have to look in more places than other aircraft, it's kind of hard to keep track. We can see Martha's Vineyard right there in the GPS. Let's go like this. We'll fly next to it. Oh, this is too hard to see. This is what we're going to do. Flight director, yes. We're going to use heading. Yes. Heading bug, push please. Thank you. As far as alt, let's select alt. No, we won't go higher than that. Let's go, I don't know, 6,000 for now. Let's do autopilot, yaw damper. And it's going to stop us at 6,000 because that's already where we're at. Bam. Does this have auto throttle, did it say? Maybe this has auto throttle. I don't know if it does or not, to be honest. It might. I wouldn't be surprised if it had auto throttle. I didn't see it went too fast. I think it was just arming the alt. Anyway. Alrighty. Autopilot on, yaw damper off. You saw me push yaw damper though. There we go. How are we on altitude? Not elevation, but altitude. What I was thinking we would do is we would stay about this. So 6,000, but it, okay. I see what happened. We need to do vertical speed up. Because it wasn't reading. Now we can do altitude. There we go. Yes? Why is it doing instant altitude? I don't want that. Will it do like, will it do this way then? Maybe the altitude is instant, like current altitude, and this is selection. Duh, of course it is. How did I mess that up? There we go. Okay, that's what we want. We'll stay at this for Martha's Vineyard, and then we'll climb a little bit, I think, so we can see as much as we can of Cape Cod. And then we'll kind of nosedive so we can see Cape Cod itself closer than over to Nantucket. That's my plan. Yes, now we are climbing nicely to 6,000. I can't believe I spaced out how to use autopilot. Anyway, we're just going to keep everything firewalled unless something gets mad at us. Let's hop outside. And where is the airplane? There it is. Alright, let's look at Block Island behind us. There it is. Beautiful shot. There's your airport. And then Long Island is behind that. Mainland, well, New York doesn't come out this far, does it? No, it doesn't, because we've got Connecticut, Rhode Island. So I would imagine you're looking at Providence, right? There's Providence. Okay, I'm like, I know my geography. There's Providence, Rhode Island. Rhode Island goes from there to there. And there's your Rhode Island. Of course, more mainland when you get closer. And then you have Massachusetts. Cape Cod is Massachusetts, right? Maryland, Massachusetts. Did I say Maryland? Maryland is south of New York. Massachusetts. Boston. I meant to say Boston. That's it. Boston is up here. I don't know if we're going to see Boston, but it's there when the water comes back around. Cape Cod, starting to see a little bit better here. And the islands. Oh no, I can't quite. Yeah, I can see Cape Cod if you know where to look. Anyway. Anywho, this is Martha's Vineyard right here. This is why I wanted this plane, because it's a lot farther than it looks. Do these islands have names? Let me pull up Google Maps. Oh yeah, oh, they're all different names. Yeah, like Nashawin Island, Pascal Island, Naushan, depends how I say it. I'm not from there, so I'm not going to pretend I know how to pronounce them. But anyway, Martha's Vineyard is over here, so we're kind of drifting off course. So let's use the right freaking preset, and let's move our heading bug over towards Martha's Vineyard. Did I say Martha's Island? I don't know what he said. Martha's Vineyard, here we go. And that should be good. Alright, let's zoom this in a little bit so we get more idea of how far away we really are. I just want to clear out the clutter. I'm sure there's a declutter option on here. There has to be. Right there. Oh. Well, we want that one probably. There we go. We're not doing anything IFR, so We don't need all that other stuff. We just need airports. There's our trajectory. There's Martha's Vineyard. We'll skirt the coast, go up around here, maybe catch Boston, catch Cape Cod, and down to Nantucket, which I've said a bazillion times. So let's just look around a little bit together, and then I think I'll do a little bit of sightseeing without my voice. Yeah, I think let's look around together here a little bit. Take some screenshots in case I forget later. The islands I just mentioned and mispronounced. The Vineyard Strait, of course, or Sound, I guess it's called. Sound here. Cape Cod is a bay. There's Martha's Vineyard. Can we see Nantucket yet? No. Well, it's right there, if the sun weren't in our faces. Alrighty, and there is Rhode Island, the smallest state in the United States. Alright, coming up on Martha's Vineyard. So we're too high to catch much detail, but you might see neighborhoods perhaps. Do we have a better view of this as we... Yeah, it's kind of hard to look out this window, but... We'll see what we can from the plane, then we'll hop outside, I guess. But... You might see some neighborhoods, of course, pristine beaches. Just crazy. When we... We're planning a trip to Mexico 2 years ago now. Well, I don't know, whenever I was in Mexico with the family, whatever. I wanted to do something domestic, like a domestic all-inclusive. And the cheapest all-inclusive I found on Martha's Vineyard, Martha's Vineyard for a week, I think was like $10,000 per person for the week. So I'm like, yeah, Mexico for 4 of us was like $12,000. We don't have 40 plus thousand. Uh-oh, we're icing up. We don't have 40 plus thousand for hang on, sorry, I'm just paying attention here. And there's the separators to keep ice chunks out of the engine. They usually turn it off during climb though, because it takes away power unless you have clouds with ice chunks. Anyway, so yeah, so we ended up going to Mexico, which was okay. It was completely Americanized Mexico, so I don't know. I'm a bad tourist. I want to go where the locals hang out, but you can't just show up in a country where the locals hang out unless you know a local. We don't know any locals anywhere. So, alrighty, let's hop outside and let's look at Martha's Vineyard from 6,000 feet above sea level, which happens to be above ground level also. Just look at the beautiful forests. Of course, most of the stuff is along the shore, right? Beaches all the way around. Look at that. Beaches all the way around. Resorts galore, summer houses, vacation houses, second houses, third houses, all that's here, and it's insanely expensive, very expensive. And there's an airport. Alright, let's see here. We're running into some IMC, which is fine. Let's bring the heading bug now this direction, and let's head over the eastern shore of Massachusetts on the way to Boston. We'll go over Cape Cod, and then we'll climb a little bit to see how much of Cape Cod we can see, like the shape at once, and then we'll descend to get some details on the way back to Nantucket, but we need to keep turning here. Alrighty, let's go 15,000. Let's see what we can see from 15,000. It's going by hundreds. Can I push it and get thousands? Nope, that's still hundreds. Okay. I thought there's a way to get thousands. Doesn't matter. At this point, we're already there. Vertical speed. Let's rocket ship up. I think we can go much higher, much steeper than this, but whatever. Alrighty, there we go, above the clouds. Hopefully it's not too cloudy. I want to be able to see. Oh, that's beautiful though. Like seriously, let's screenshot that. And look at Martha's Vineyard. Can you see Nantucket yet? You can see some of the islands off of Nantucket. But you cannot see Nantucket yet. There we go, looking back. And there's islands, there's Providence again. And then the bay under Massachusetts. Well, I'm having a hard time with that. Anyway. Alrighty, so here we go. Cape Cod starts right under us, and then it goes around. We might see stuff once we get above these clouds, but I want to keep real world weather on as long as I can. So we'll see how this goes here. I mean, clouds are beautiful, right? But it's kind of hard to be on a VFR sightseeing trip for somebody when there's just clouds. But clouds are pretty too. Clouds are pretty too. And there you go. There's some industry because we're on the mainland now. But they're going to get to some forest here, which you can kind of see in front of the plane. There's some forest. And then water again. Why? Because we're entering Cape Cod, which I'm sure you all have heard of many times. Alright, let's see, how we doing? Well, if we didn't have so many clouds, we would have a great visual of Cape Cod. So let's hop outside and see if we can see anything with these clouds. Okay, so there you go, you can see it coming out and then wrapping around here. Okay, see it there too. So if you look between the clouds, you can see Cape Cod wrapping around. See that? You see the land? Right there, just like that. So I think what we'll do, first of all, we're going to enjoy how, well, there, where are you, airplane? We're going to enjoy this for a minute. Look at, again, beaches like crazy, all the way up to Boston, which I don't think we're going to get Boston from this altitude. Oh, I don't know, I think Boston is farther back than that. I think we have to go a whole nother land mass to see Boston. So we're not going to see Boston even without the clouds, but you can see Cape Cod. So if you look, where's my thing? There we go. Wraps around, bam, 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 all the way out there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to come down now. Might as well. So let's do this. Whoops. Let's see. I don't think, no, this won't tell us the cloud base, right? Because we're, yeah. Oh, Metar, what's the cloud base? No, well, I mean, will this tell us broken 5,000 feet? Okay, so let's put this away. Let's come down to 4,600 feet and see how it goes and see if we get below the clouds. So 4,600 feet. Vertical speed. Down, bring back throttle so we slow down. Okay, fine, I'll give a little bit of throttle. Let's come down nice and steeply. And it should level us off at 4,600. I don't know why it wouldn't. We're going to keep pointing where we're pointing. When we get towards here, we'll come back around. Oh, let's give some throttle, I guess. I want to keep our speed up as high as we can go, even though we're descending. Oh, Plymouth is up here. So I don't know if this Plymouth is literally like the Plymouth Rock Plymouth. I would assume it is, but I've read that it really isn't where the Pilgrims landed. But Plymouth is right here, under the clouds. Just in case you're wondering. You can do your own research as to the accuracy, though, of that. Anyway, let's just keep coming down here. Fuel imbalance. Let's come down here and flop our tanks over. And then that should go away. Auto select. Oh, maybe that means auto select is off. Oh. See, I can't tell. Okay, well, auto select is on now. So fuel imbalance should go away. Okay, so... Huh. That's what that's about, is to keep you balanced. But I can't see the things. Jeez. Alright, we're still above the clouds, but let's see what we can see. Okay, so here obviously is the tip of Cape Cod. Well, Cape Cod is the bay. Cape Cod isn't the land. Cape Cod is the bay, but that's, I think it's called Provincetown, if I remember right. Anyway, comes out here, goes all the way around. Okay, you kind of see it better now. See, comes around here under the clouds. You have to fill it in with your brain under the clouds. And there you go. Cape Cod. Alrighty, so it's time to turn now. I'll sprint it up north because we are hauling. We are hauling oats, man. Well, I guess we don't have any cargo, but you get the idea. So let's turn to the right. Keep our speed up because I want to keep flying. Not because we're in a hurry, just because I want to see how fast we can go. It's fun. And yes, we're going down to 2,000 feet per minute because I really want to get below those clouds. Now we could slow down and then we would buy us more time to get down, right? But I don't want to. I like going fast. It's fun. The F1 car of GA. Although it's not really G. Oh yeah, this is kind of GA, but it'd be used for business purposes as well. So we're going to head out to Provincetown. I think that's what it's called. And then we're going to follow the curve a little bit. And then we'll head to Nantucket, which you hear in literature and stuff all the time. Below the clouds yet? I mean, we're not supposed to be below the clouds, but what do we see? What do we see? Looking good, looking good. Once we get below them, we'll turn off all the icing stuff. Oh, that's pretty. I guess we could have landed here. The subscriber's request was just take off at Block Island and fly to Cape Cod. So I guess we could have landed there, but we're going to keep going. We're going to go around and around and around. Ooh, we're above 250. Below 10,000 feet. We better slow down a little bit here. There you can see Cape Cod. Again, the bay, but the land around it, right? All the way around and back up to Boston and beyond. And that made me really dizzy. Alrighty, how do you want to do this? Let's stay inside a little bit so we can actually see the land. Whoops, because if we're over it, we won't see it, right? So let's stay along the inside of the land. And we're at 6,500 feet, but we're definitely below the clouds. So that's weird. So let's do this. Let's make this 5,500 feet. It's going to make my autopilot mad. I think, yep. It's like, wait a minute, how am I supposed to stop descending that quickly? And there you go. Beautiful. See, now we can actually see stuff. So we'll just ride the rim here a little bit. And head back over. And how you doing? 247, just below the speed limit. 14 knot winds from the left hind quarters. Whatever. I don't know what I meant to say there, but let's keep turning. We want to be able to look out the window. Oh, why does it do that? We want to look out the window and see stuff. Very pretty. Very pretty. How outside? Looking back. Oh yeah, it loops around again. It's like a fractal. Reminds me of a fractal. It's not a fractal. It reminds me of a fractal. Man, we're going so fast. We are just flying. Which again, not that we're in a hurry. It's just fun. Using this heading bug to keep us going. I could probably hand fly by now, but I want to be able to jump out and see things, and you can't really do that so easily when you're hand flying, especially at this speed. I wonder what kind of recreation there is. I don't know if people live here necessarily. Oh, I take that back. There's definitely buildings. Never mind. There's definitely communities out there. Man, I wonder how hurricane safe this is. Since hurricanes can strike anywhere. Oofda. Oh wow, bunch of airports calling our name. But we have an appointment in Nantucket for $10,000 Airbnb. But hey, free massages, right? That looks beautiful. Look at that. Oh, wow. It'd be fun to kayak in these little areas. That'd be so cool. Wouldn't want to go out there, but staying over here would be pretty. Alrighty, let's aim for Nantucket. And let's see here. KACK is the airport. Kilo Alpha Charlie Kilo. And there we go. Let's come down here and zoom this thing in a little bit. Oops, zoom it this way. There we go. Another airport out there. And then there are airports. Come here. Oh, I can't get over there. Here, let me over. There's like several airports out there I can see. And an airplane too. Look at that. Cool. Alright, let's look outside before things get too far away. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? It's much bigger than it looks. Much bigger than it looks. I wonder how long it would take to drive from Provincetown all the way through here. All the way, like, I guess the mainland, in air quotes. And I don't mean necessarily just like driving, I mean like in traffic and stuff too. Because I'm sure there's lots of vacation traffic all the time. And Nantucket just rendered in right behind those clouds. Communities, golf courses. Who would think there'd be golf courses at a place like this? Please note the sarcasm. Reach in shore on this side. I really kind of want to look out this window up front. There we go. There we go. They can see a lot more. Look at all the airports. Look at all the water that had clouds when they took the satellite imagery, so it looks like there's ice. That's weird. Anywho, Nantucket, let's give them a call, see what they've got. Where are you? Wow, there's so many airports, it's not even on our first page. Are you serious? Where are you? KACK, Nantucket Memorial. ATIS, let's see if the weather's different there. Alright, we have golf, and no matter what we do, we're going to have to make a traffic pattern and turn around because we're facing opposite 6, but that's okay. Let's request a full stop landing.
Nantucket Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is 25 miles north, 5,500 feet, with golf to land.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 Nantucket Tower. Altimeter tree 0.50, wind 026 at 10. Make left downwind runway 6.
Fly left downwind runway 6, Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41.
Alrighty, so we're going to fly downwind and make left turns. So we're going to be on the right of the runway. So we're going to come out on this side, make left turns and land. Pretty straightforward. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue landing this airplane, although it has been a while. I don't think there's going to be much of an issue. I want to look at this teardrop thing. That's really cool. Does that area have a name? Let me pull up. Oh, there's a lighthouse there. Monomoy Lighthouse. Ryan and Addie Beach. I wonder what the story is behind that. Lover's Cove. Aww. Eastern Lighthouse drop-off. It must be like a ferry that drops you off. Lighthouse Landing. Oh, adorable. Monomoy National Wildlife Refuge. So, there you go. That's what that was. Nantucket. In front of us. There's a rhyme, like a children's rhyme about Nantucket, right? There once was a man from Nantucket. He was all fed up and decided to just go. Alright, look at the sunrise. I almost said off the lake. My goodness. Over there somewhere is land. Probably 10 hours in this plane. Well, this plane goes pretty fast though, but... Alrighty, what do we want to do? Do we want to start descending yet? No, I don't think so. Because we have to do a left traffic pattern anyway. Let's get a little bit closer, and then we'll descend, and we'll hand fly it in. We're not going to do the heading bug thing to make a traffic pattern for us. That'd be silly. I'm just enjoying all the ponds along the way. Beautiful. There is Cape Cod Bay behind us. You can see the whole thing now. All the way across. As well as Lover's Cove and Ryan and Addie or whoever was hanging out on that beach. And then Martha's Vineyard you can see now. Now that it cleared up. I don't see your airport up there yet. But we should probably start. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! There we go. Alright, I set us up perfectly, actually. Dang. Alright, let's just come down to 2,500 feet. And, 22, fine. And we will bring back throttles, depending how much time we have to buy ourselves. I think we're good at 1,200 feet down. Well, no, let's not slow down that much. It'll take us forever to get there. Yeah. Look at that. I set us up perfectly. It'll be kind of a sharp turn to the left, but we'll make it. I should be hitting 500 hours any flight now. You should either hear or see the 500 hour thing pop up. Again, I have way more than that, but in the very beginning, not the very beginning, sometime into the life of the sim, they fixed the logbook by breaking a lot of our logbooks. That's okay. Runway 6, I assume, is this one right here. Because if you look here, 6 is behind us pretty much. So there must be multiple runways here. I've never seen that, though. Those lights like that. What? Why are the lights like that? Are those X's? And they're saying don't. No, those are numbers. Right? Yeah, okay, just a light there. But it said runway 6, which obviously is this one here. So I don't know. That's weird. Alrighty, anyway, it is time to do our thing. So let's turn off autopilot, flight director, yaw damper, and we don't need that on. We're not going to run into any... There we go.
Cleared to land runway 6, Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41.
Throttles back, landing gears deploying. It's in transit, see? See? Landing gear is fine. You're fine. There we go. You happy now? Where's the... There it is. Okay. Gear down. We'll do flaps in a minute. We're just going to give ourselves a little bit more time. I was so busy sightseeing, I didn't realize how high we still were. So, I don't think... let's keep this altitude until we know where we are. Keep our speed down, though. Because, again, if you get too low too soon, you lose your runway. So, let's make a sharp turn to the left. We're not going to go all the way to 60 degrees because... we should have some kind of a base. There we go, standard rate turn. So you step on that dash, that's your turn coordinator. So step left, so you left rudder a little bit to line it up. There you go. Pull back because you do descend when you turn. Let's nose up a little bit. Bring back throttles. I want to get into flap range. And we should see, there's first set of flaps. There you go. Look at that. A little bit of base, just like I said. But let's come in just at an angle so I can actually see, since we have peripheral vision. There we go. Let's see. We'll have a slight crosswind. Not really. Yeah, 27 degrees. Yeah, there'll be a crosswind. So left wing down, right rudder to compensate. Left main, first right main nose wood. I'll gently plant the landing. Do not grease it, and we'll be fine. So gears down, one set of flaps. We'll do a second set of flaps when we get closer to shore. And we're going to stop descending because we're all red on the Vassy or Pappy. I can't tell from here where it is, but I can just see it's all red. So that's not good. Final look outside of the ocean and back onto the island. And keeping up what we're doing. It is a Vassy. Okay, see how it's red on top, white on bottom. Same idea as a Pappy. So red and white is perfect. So let's descend about 500 feet per minute now. If you're not sure, you want to do about 500 feet per minute. And we didn't get there fast enough. There we go. Now we're 1 and 1. And bring back throttles. And the wind is blowing us. Oh my gosh. It is so much off course it blew us. Holy moly, full flap now. We have reversers. We don't need to hurry our landing. It's a very long runway for us. So we can just come down, coast, get our crosswind landing set up. There we go. Stay about 500 feet per minute. Perfect. And here we go. Put the lines between your legs. That's how you know you're centered. Oh, that crosswind isn't bad. I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit. All right, here we go. We're gonna come in a little fast here. I'm not worried. We got plenty of speed. All right, here we go. Level off a little bit. There you go. Ooh, ground effects. Left wing down, right rudder. Oh, we're getting blown all over the place. Ooh. Wait, did we bounce? Oh my gosh, I bounced the TBM. Jeez. Brakes. Reversers. Man. That was insane. It was a really good approach, and then the wind plus ground effects just screwed me.
132.5 Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41. Nantucket Ground Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41. Request taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Bravo Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41.
Alrighty. Whoa, slow down, cowboy. Jeepers creepers. Alrighty, stop the timer. I did. Taxi lights on. Yep, nav lights. I kept all the lights off. Or on. Dimmer switch. Didn't worry about it. It's daylight outside. I have a few things to do here, though. We can turn oxygen off now. And we can turn off these lights now. So it looked like they turned on to me, but I guess not. Yeah, so my approach was good. I thought we were going to have a marvelous touchdown, but that wind was just too much at the end, and it got the best of me, and I actually bounced this thing. I've never bounced this thing before. In fact, I haven't bounced a plane in a long time. That's okay. That wind was nuts. Let's keep taxiing from the outside, and we'll do a complete shutdown of this thing. Whoa, brakes, brakes, brakes. I think it said 41-minute flight time or 48. I'll check again in a second once we get back inside. I just like taxiing from the outside because it's fun. Anyway, welcome to Nantucket. You can come up with your own nursery rhymes, since I can't remember the appropriate one, but I know there's a nursery rhyme up on Nantucket. Alrighty, people, let's park. I'm gonna slow down. That's all without throttle too. Of course, now that I'm completely stopped, the friction won't let it roll, but it was rolling pretty wild without throttle. Where are you? You want me to come in straight? Well, your arrows say otherwise. Man, it's hard to get this thing to break free from the ground. Ooh. You want me to go this way? Are you serious? Okay. Alrighty, yep, I'm trying. And stop. Yeah, you want me to go a little bit more, don't you? Come on. There we go. Alright, parking brake set. I guess that is on the line. No, it isn't. I didn't think it was. I was going to say that's not right. Okay, let's do a shutdown. Parking brake is set. Strobe lights off. Wherever you are, those are those. And fuel select to manual. I don't know why you would do that now, but there we go. AP trims off. Yes. Bleed off, wherever that is. That's boost pump. Bleed is down here. Bleed off. Conditioners cut off on my yoke. Yep. Inertia separator, all pitot heat off. We could have done that at the end of the runway. There we go. What else am I doing? All switches off, unless we want external power. There's battery. I don't see external power. We'll turn that off, and bam. Bam. There we go. Okay, we are warm and dark because we're not quite cold. So anyway, let's hop outside. Oh, Did I not go far enough? They normally disappear. Hope I counted my time. That was quite a bit. Oh, I didn't check to see if it's 41 or 48 minutes. Doesn't matter. You can see it in the video. Alrighty. Yeah, see, that's all supposed to go away. I didn't do something right. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you know when the next video drops. Like I said, we're going to be in South Africa. And the next one, if all goes as planned, hit the like button so you can play algorithm games together and people know we exist. If you have your own request for a flight, leave it in the comments below. It has to be a plane that exists in the sim that I own. So either a default plane or one of the big radio planes. Those are the ones that I have currently. And flight time, like less than an hour and a half, I think. And not big jets. I don't fly the big jets, sorry. So there you go. There's outro. Haven't had an outro like that in a while. I'm so used to bush trips and Formula 1 and all that. I'm caught up in the scenery. Alright, anyway, sorry. Let me snap to it. I have to get to bed. My family's been in bed a long time. And I'll see you next time.